Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Shasta popping on here for one quick second to talk about Miss Arionne Curry. As always, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and make sure that at the end, comment. Let me know your thoughts on what I am about to discuss. As always, all things on this channel are legendary in my very own opinion, and they're definitely for entertainment purposes only. Listen, so Miss Arionne Curry is out here talking again. I'm sure most of y'all have heard. And on this latest recording, she is talking about Mr. Holt himself. And she's talking about how he's not able to really get anything up and going. The wine ain't really doing anything. I guess that maybe his business ventures, as far as, you know, building the homes, selling the homes, different things. I mean, we have saw that he has been involved in the building of some homes, but it doesn't seem like they're selling as quickly. Like, it just seems like ventures he's trying to get up and going, they're not moving, I guess, as quickly or at all. And one of the comments that she made is that the person who did boss up was Melody. Melody, she said that Melody is, since that divorce, she has completely bossed up, which she did. She talked about the fact that Martel does not have any help. He only has himself as it pertains to his children. And she was like, sometimes, and she emphasized sometimes, he has his mother Marlene to help. Which y'all already know. When he first told his mama about him and Melody, she told him then she wasn't finna be raising no children. She done raised her children. She wasn't finna be doing all that. So we already knew that Miss Marlene was not finna be running all over from here and there and throwing through to try to tend to some children that she didn't make. Okay. And so she's basically like, Melly got a whole team over there. And do. And that's and listen, that is the fact that his life is going the way he has it going is nobody's fault but his own. But you can hear the disgust and the irritation in Arionne's voice as she's talking about it, because I think in Arionne's mind, she is probably looking back at how all this played out and it's going, what in the world? You gotta think. I don't know exactly how old Arionne is, but let's just say for shits and giggles, she's 35. She's been dealing with Martel for at least 10 years, which means she would have got with him like around 25, 24, 25, whatever. I can't remember how old she said she was when she started messing with him. But all these years investing into this man, you are still not married to him. She made the comment that he is not married, which means they're not married. And I really feel like she probably thought that as soon as him and Melody got a divorce, that he would marry her. She had been waiting that long. Because at that point, what was it? Like 5 or 6 years? So she had been waiting that long. So I'm sure in her mind, she was like, okay, he finna marry me now. He done got this divorce. Well, we ain't no wedding bells, okay, that we have seen allegedly. He went on Tasha K. He said they're still dating. And he pretty much was like, we're still in the getting to know each other phase. Huh? And we all heard that and we're going, do you still getting to know her after how long? Do what? Like, it's been given delusion. Okay. He been slow. He been slow. Because who says that after all this time publicly? So I absolutely think that Arion is going back and looking at how this played out and is definitely probably having some regrets. But I also feel like she's too far in it now to where she can't even just pull herself out of it. It's almost like, allegedly, in my opinion, it's like those people who, I don't want to say a cult, but those people who get taken by somebody and Stockholm syndrome. It's giving Stockholm syndrome. Like she is um so consumed into it now that I don't know that she'll ever be able to make a clean break from him, especially because they also have a child together at this point. So you've got to think about that dynamic. There is a child involved now. Um, so she's always going to have to be connected to him. You can also hear in her voice that I think, in my opinion, it sounds like there's a little bit of jealousy there at the fact that Melody was able to walk away from this marriage with him and rebuild herself and literally boss up all the way. And it goes back to um I always feel like when he's taking Melody back and forth to court about those children, it's because these children are experiencing all these things that that little boy that he has with her can't experience because um he doesn't have the resources or the finances to have their son out here experiencing these different things in life that his other four children are experiencing. And I think in his mind, and probably in Arionne's mind too, that's not fair. But it is what it is. You know, um, this is the bed of ish and piss that he and her made for each other. And they both have to figure out, you know, how they continue to maneuver or what they can try to do to change their situation, but not at the expense or not on the back of Melody or the show. I think, I honestly think Martell needs to step away from the show too. I think Martell needs to go try to really get himself together and get out of the public eye for a while. I think because right now he's doing a lot of what I consider attention seeking behavior. And I really feel like um he needs to go get some he needs to get out of the public eye and go get some help. I also think that she needs to get somewhere and get some help because the way she keeps latching on to different um I guess YouTubers, content creators, bloggers, whatever whatever you want to call it, um, and is always getting caught up in these scenarios where she's getting recorded and saying all these derogatory things, and um, I think that's a person who doesn't have any. That's the signs of a person who doesn't have any real friends in her life. Because if she had real authentic friends, those are the people that she would be venting to. Unless she's burnt those bridges with those friends. And maybe those friends have been trying to talk to her and saying, for years at this point, and telling her she needed to possibly get away from him or change this or change that. Or, maybe they were there during those times when she was trying to move away from Martell, and maybe they're tired. Maybe they're like, you know what? We tried to help you, but you keep wanting to be back with this man, so we got to let you, you keep going back to this fire to get burned, so we just got to step away for a second. Um, who knows? But I just really feel like at this juncture of her life, it just doesn't seem like she has a good sound voice of reason that is talking to her um, and giving her really good advice. Like she's the one that really needs some type of mentor to help her maneuver this. I think she realizes that she chose wrong. And a lot of times That's what happens when you see someone's lifestyle and you covet it. That's why you can't look at these couples on TV and different things that we see day in and day out and go, oh my gosh, they look so happy. They look like they got it all together. I would, you cannot covet someone else's life and do the things that her and Martell have done, um, and the ways they have acted, and feel like you're gonna go out here and have this amazing life. It just does not work like that. I think she wants to rebrand herself to try to get people to feel a little, you know, I guess soften up to her a little more is how I want to say it. And I don't think I the only way that that could possibly happen is if she's got to step out of the spotlight for a long time, really do some work on herself, and possibly come back with a authentic, real apology about her part in this, in the destruction of this family that she played. Whether she believes it or not, which I don't think she believes it, she played a part in the destruction of that family. Now, he is definitely the main culprit, and he will always be. But she could have walked away. She could have stayed away the times when they split up, no matter how many times he tried to take her back and things like that. She always had a choice. She had a choice when she was being nasty and disrespectful and, coming for Melody. And these are just the things that we saw play out, on different social media sites, and when she would drag that lady, and the way she bragged on her TK interview and said that she took him in her sleep. You wanted him. You wanted him badly because you thought you were getting this big prize. And so you did everything possible to lure him away from his wife. Again, he is the main one at fault. I don't want nobody to hear the word lure and think that I'm trying to take any of the blame off him, because he is who destroyed his family. He did. She just was a willing participant. And so she wasn't saying no to anything. It was winner take all as far as she was concerned in her head. And she was going to pull out all the stops to make sure that he felt like the grass was greener over here. But at the end of the day, what she didn't realize is that she was dealing with a narcissist, and he don't care about nobody's grass but his own. Which is why he dealt with other women, even while he was dealing with her, allegedly, in my opinion. None of these women will ever be enough for him because he's a narcissist. But she has to own her part in it. And I think she's looking, I don't think she's there yet, though. I don't think she's at the place where she's owning her part in it. Because we just saw her just a couple weeks ago out here trying to, bash Marceau again, bring this girl forward, do this interview. Like she following Martell's lead all over again. She's following him again. Like it's like he fills her head up with all this stuff. And she's like, okay. Like she's got to get from up under his thumb. And I honestly don't think she's ready to get from up under his thumb. She likes it there. But I think she has these moments. She has these moments and she has these epiphanies where she's like, what the F am I doing? In the interview, she talked about how, because she can't spend the night at his house when the kids are there, she ain't going to be getting up at 7 o'clock trying to rush to Martell house to cook breakfast. She got kids of her own in her house. All of these things, you know, that I think she sometimes has these moments where it's like, what the am I doing? What did I get myself into? And now she's so in the thick of it. She don't know what to do with herself. And she looks at Melody, because just like we talk about how he watches Melody, oh baby, you best believe she's watching Melody's every move like a hawk. And she's going, damn. That's the life she thought she was going to get when she got him. And it didn't work out for her that way. And so, in closing, I just think that him and her need to take a sabbatical off social media and really go work on themselves and quit worrying about what Melody's got going on and focus on what they need to do for the betterment of their lives, because their life is not going to get better until they own what they did, their parts in this, and really do the work internally for themselves that they need to do individually, not even as a couple. They both have individual work that they need to do, because I guarantee you, once they do that work, they won't even probably want to even deal with each other like that no more. Truth be told, I think both of them will come to the realization of what in the world. I really feel like she would. But anyway, y'all let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think, that she's having regrets. If she's looking at her life going, what did I do? Why have I wasted all these years with this ninja right here? She sees now he's not the brains behind the operation. He never was. But he sold her that dream and she bought it. And now here they are. Robbing Peter's PayPal, trying to figure it out. And then looking at Melody going, damn. I'm just saying. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. I'll holla.